Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nida Amatul Firdausnah from class of 7A, and in this beautiful occasion, I would like to presenting my research proposal under the title Content Analysis of Bahasa Inggris Textbook used by grade 11th of Senior High School based on Curriculum 2013. In conducting this research, of course, the researcher has many reasons why did the researcher choose it. In teaching and learning process, teacher plans and manages many aspects to meet students' learning needs and achieve the desired learning objectives. Teaching resources and materials are needed to supporting the effectiveness of teaching and learning activities. There are many teaching resources and materials that can be used, for instance, the textbook. The textbook itself has many functions and advantages both for student and teacher. On the other hand, textbook also plays the important role in teaching and learning English. Hence, the teacher must be able to select the best material for teaching, make additional material for the class, and adopt or change the material in the textbook. Curriculum 2013 has been set as the guideline of education in Indonesia. Thus, all aspects relating to learning tools and teaching materials to be used in teaching should refer to the content and purpose of the curriculum in 2013 itself, including textbook. In this regard, standards for the use of textbook in Indonesia has been set by the government of Indonesia through the PSNP. So, based on the background of research, the researcher formulated the problem of this research as the following question. How far the textbook entitled Bahasa Inggris for grade 11th of senior high school fulfill the feasibility of content requirements specific in Curriculum 2013. And the objective of this research is to find out the feasibility of the textbook entitled Bahasa Inggris for grade 11th of senior high school with the Curriculum 2013. Textbook itself is the one of important aspect for teachers used to explain to the student based on the content of the textbook as a source of learning. The textbook also serves many functions both for teacher and student itself. For teacher, textbook is able to help teachers be more creative and attractive according to student needs. And for student, textbook provide many variations in learning, provide more concrete examples, and provide many structures that make students easier. Because the use of textbook in Indonesia have to follow the standards of PSNP, the English textbook have to fulfill this criteria. The first is the compatibility with core competence and basic competence. The second is the accuracy of materials, and the last is supporting materials. On the other hand, the textbook in Indonesia also have to follow the competencies to be contained in Curriculum 2013. Curriculum itself is a plan that gives guidance in the teaching learning process activities. For teacher, curriculum can be a guide in carrying out the learning process, and for student, curriculum is a guide for learning. And the purpose of Curriculum 2013 itself is to emphasize greatly in building students' character, developing relevant skills based on student interests and needs, and developing a thematic approach that benefits students' cognitive abilities. In this research, the researcher is conducted descriptive qualitative method by using case study content analysis. The primary data of this research is Bahasa Inggris textbook for grade 11 senior high school. In collecting data, the researcher adopted the assessment rubric determined by BSNP and adapted the Likert scale. to integrate it. And the researcher also used English syllabus to figure out the purpose of learning, the competencies that must be met and mastered the students after learning English, includes core competencies and basic competencies, and determine any material that must be taught to students. To collecting the data, the researcher following the step of study. The first is observation. Observation were made by visiting a school, Mandua Kota Cilegon, to find out the English textbook used in that school, and then adopting an assessment rubric based on the BSNP, and then analyzing the English syllabus for grade 11th of senior high school, and the last is analyzing the textbook itself. To analyze the data taken from Bahasa English textbook for grade 11th of senior high school, the researcher did the following step. The first is read and examine the aspects contained in the textbook assessment rubric by BSNP, particularly the feasibility of content category, and then read and exploring the English syllabus based on 2013 curriculum for grade 11th of senior high school, and then compare the content of Bahasa English textbook for grade 11 of senior high school with the basic competencies of English syllabus for grade 11 of senior high school. Identify and categorize the content of Bahasa English textbook for grade 11 of senior high school based on the aspects related to the textbook assessment rubric of BSNP in the category of feasibility of content. And the last is interpreting the feasibility of content of the textbook in quantitative output with the formulation help in percentage and number. And the researcher here used the formula by Sudijono Anas to presenting the data. Thank you so much for your nice attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.